Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of One Question, One Take. We have a very interesting question this week, so I'm going to get right to it. There was an article in Fast Company last week called The U.S. States with the Largest and Smallest Gender Pay Gaps, and it broke down by state where the biggest gaps are. Basically, women make 77% of what men do. And I thought to answer that question, I'd invite a few people from Akhia to help talk about that. So we have Jan Gusich, CEO of Akhia. We have Amanda Hayes, Senior Media Relations Manager, and Kelly O'Brien, Account Director. So the question this week is, in light of that, what do you think the biggest obstacle is in overcoming that?
Okay, I think we mostly have to focus on encouraging women to get out of traditional roles at an earlier age. Traditional jobs that are high skilled and higher paid are held by men because they started earlier in the maths and sciences and technology, and we really need to encourage women, girls, young girls at a very young age to really embrace and love and get to know the maths and sciences, because those are eventually going to lead to the higher paying jobs for them. And if we don't, as a community of women and in our own families, we really have to think about the messaging that we're giving to our young daughters and making sure that they're aware that these are real opportunities for them if they just embrace them at a young age.
Absolutely. Amanda?
I think the biggest obstacle facing equal pay is really a failure of companies to adapt to the modern age. So the workforce has shifted dramatically over the past 50 years, and some companies have adapted and others have had a tougher time of doing that. So we've been fortunate enough to work at a company here at Akhia that was founded with equal pay, a little bit more modern of a company compared to some of the more traditional companies who have to make a conscious effort to change the unequal pay that's been around for decades. So I think that it really puts the onus on businesses individually to make a conscious effort to pay everyone equally.
Great. Kelly, what do you think?
The biggest obstacle is acknowledgement. So starting with talking about it. I know we read a lot about it in the media, but our workplace is actually talking about it.
Right.
At Akhia, we're making an effort too, but is that happening at really large companies or other small businesses like ourselves? Are people having that conversation? Does it start with the hiring process and how the negotiation works there? And are we making sure the women that we're hiring are getting the opportunities that the men do in the organization? Myself included.
And do we start at a very young age, letting young girls know that these opportunities are there, but they have to, get into some of those things that they have non-traditionally been in, the maths and the sciences and the technology sectors.
And a point that both of you made was the word mentorship, although you didn't get to the word. So I have an all young woman female team here at Akhia that I manage. And so making sure that we're acknowledging their opportunities and negotiating on their behalf, as well as for ourselves, taking that leadership role. I think we can get a lot of it of ourselves and of our own team.
Great.
Yeah, that's a great point to end on. I think acknowledgement is huge. This is a topic that has a little bit of negative rhetoric around it, if you can believe it. And as somebody with two young daughters, I hope we can hope to close this gap sooner than later. So I think acknowledgement is great, and it's definitely something that I think we can all become advocates for, regardless if we're men or women. So a very serious topic, something I think we have a lot of work to do. All right, until next week, we'll see you. Go Cavs.